will be KingstonNE, also known as USB, versus Zarc. This is going to be our number one seed in the bracket here against, I think, like the number 32 seed, probably the biggest mismatch of this round. But we'll see what Zarc has in store for us here against USB, who will have Mayans, Lithuanians, Koreans, and Burgundians, and Zarc with Italians, Britons, Bohemians, and Aztecs. Home maps: Zarc with Banana Cove, USB with Monkey Arena. Sorry.
Yep, this should be an epic one. Having just played a match myself versus the number 2 seed, I feel for Zark here. I really hope he can pull out a game win. And you know what? We haven't even seen anything yet. Maybe he can even pull up like the upset of a lifetime. I mean, this is also an open tournament. We didn't screen any of the players, so you also can't discount the possibility that some of these guys might be Smurfs or have accounts that actually don't accurately represent their elo. So maybe, dude, Zark actually has this. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out here shortly. We're going to move into the games here in just a second, guys. Do appreciate you guys hanging out today. Been a lot of fun, everything moving forward here with the tournament. Hope you guys have enjoyed thus far. Game 1, Jungle Arabia here for you, and Kingston will be in yellow, Zarc will be in gray, and it will be Mayans versus Britons here. Another Mayans pick here for the high elo players.
Yep, and he does get the Loom this time. I feel like we'll still be seeing some Mayans pickers getting Loom next round, but the deeper we go, the more players will realize that they can actually just get a full Vil lead by queuing Vils right away, since the Monkey technically spawns as a Gaia unit that you claim, similar to a sheep, takes up no pop space.
Yeah, it definitely helps out a lot. We'll have to see what happens here in the set, but ultimately, Britain's a fine choice for Arabia as well. We'll see how they match up against Mayans. I feel like we're going to start to see some potential counter picks to Mayans coming in over the coming rounds.
Guys, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Like, or even a civ like Vietnamese could be possible that we might see. Honestly, a civ that I am surprised we haven't seen at all, really. But we'll have to wait and see how things come down here.
Yep. And I gotta say, off the bat, Zarc is on point. 0 idle time, clean TC board trick. Like, he's, at least for the first minute or two of the game, he's playing to the 2K3 level of his opponent.
Yeah, and he's not going to be falling behind here early, and we'll see how things go for him. Obviously, against Kingston here, getting the economy right for yourself is going to be massive, because you know that his eco will probably, more than likely, be a little bit cleaner than yours. Although right now, Zarc with the cleaner by 1 second.
Yep, and I guess he fears the boar steals as he takes both boars essentially immediately. Yeah, TC's trick as well for additional efficiency. Zarc, man, looking good. I mean, I think we also can't discount like the intensity differential here. I would guess that like this is possibly the strongest player that Zarc has ever played in a 1v1, possibly at least in a tournament. So he's probably really fired up and focused. Whereas Kingston, I imagine, is playing this pretty loose as a 2K3. Yeah, but Zarc not wasting anything here.
Yeah, for sure. And number one seed in the bracket, it wouldn't be too surprising to have him be a little bit more on the chill, laid back side here. We'll see how things affect him and how things progress through the tournament. Obviously, Zarc, the big underdog for this round here, and he's putting on a very good economic showing at the beginning. We'll see how things translate into the later ages. We have seen a lot of man-at-arms or drush into archers here from our Mayans player, but Kingston here will opt to go for the mill and bring in his economy, push in the deer as well. Will not be any sort of pre-mill drush shenanigans. I think Zarc's going to go up at 20 pop. He's got 2 Vills in queue right now and Bloom behind that.
20 pop without a barracks means he's going 1 range archers. He will be the first player to military then, or I guess it looks like Kingston might be going men-at-arms himself. But 19 Vills, or 20 Vills plus Loom into archers. He could get his first archers out in time to deal with this. I mean, he's been playing it so well. I imagine that Zarc will manage to wall his res in time to not take any damage from the men-at-arms. As Zarc, dude, absolutely flawless Dark Age, man. Like, I actually am not able to point out a single inefficiency in his economy.
Yeah, it looked clean, it looked good. He's up faster, not by much. Interesting, he's up faster and has 1 less population. Not sure how that works out. Not gonna lie. I guess it's the militia, maybe?
Because the Loom was front-loaded for Mayans. So they start with the extra Vil. Yeah.
That would make sense. Mayans. Militia on their way out here. 2 of them here. We'll see. He does not have the gold for the other one yet. There it will be collected and on his way forward. Walling his... It's going to be hard here for Zarc.
Oof, yeah, okay. I don't want to call this a mistake. I actually appreciated how he dedicated 0 resource or Vil time to walling in the Dark Age. But you know what? This wall might actually be just in time. Like, maybe it will primarily serve to ensure that his gold... I don't know, man. He could have small walled his gold. I think this wall is a little bit of an inefficiency. But... yeah, he's still getting his range down incredibly early. The militia for Kingston are kind of lucky. They're coming in at the soft spot of Zarc's base. Oh boy, looks like Zarc might have focused on walling the wrong area.
Yeah, Man-at-Arms will be in here too, and all these Vills are going to be exposed. Will need to react quickly, and Vills are just stuck here. Deletes the lumber camp to try to escape. Will only lose 1 Vil, it looks like. On the other side, Man-at-Arms trying to break through here, but repairs continue, and archers will be out soon.
So much, man. It's not just the Vil, it's the loss of efficiency and everything, as Kingston is doing tremendous damage, truly. And it's such a waste of honestly, dude, Zarc's Dark Age is better than any Dark Age I've played in my 1,500 games of DE, man. It's so sad to see so much inefficiency incurred. Yeah, these top players too know what to do, man. He's camping the berries. Look at Zarc. He's got no food in the bank. By camping the berries, he's denying Smoothville production. Definitely going to deny fletching. Yeah, Zarc's build is wrecked, man. He walled the wrong area. Maybe it's just lucky for Kingston to come in this way. As Zarc's, I mean, it's not that bad for him, man, but I guess, the standard of a 2K player, any Vil loss or inefficiency possibly loses you the game, and Zarc was just holding on so impressively at the start. I'm saying holding on before any military or anything. He was doing it right. It's sad to see this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that said, though, he is still very much in the game. He's only down by a few Vils. He has had such a clean Dark Age. He's still been able to get most everything done that he wanted. He has incurred some damage, yes. May incur a little bit more here. As long as he can limit the damage, he can still be in this game, still have a shot.
I disagree. I think what he needs explicitly is counter damage. Of course, he needs to limit his own damage, but a 3 Vil lead without counter damage is not something that I expect a 1500 to be able to come back against the 2K3 player with, man.
Very true, very true. But give him hope. Give him hope.
I guess I was just like I said, I was playing one of these recently myself, and I'm just trying to be brutally honest about the actual dynamics of it. Clearly, I'm genuinely hoping that he's able to pull off a game win, if not possibly even the set win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's difficult, and like I said, this is the biggest mismatch of the round of 32 here. Obviously, seed 1 versus seed 32. As villagers continue to fall here, it's now a 6 difference. Fletching and padded archer armor have come in here for Kingston, who continues to stay alive and do damage here. And the GG will come in here. Kingston takes this one.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I wonder. It's possible that Zarc wanted to make Arena his home map, but had it sniped in a way. Like when I played mine, my 2 maps that I would have wanted to play are Banana Cove and Arena. Those are the 2 maps where you start with stone walls. I think they are by far the best maps to pull off upsets on. But I think Arena is a cut above, and Kingston oddly picked it himself, denying Zarc the chance to play his game 2 from the 01 home map as Arena.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see how things progress here as we'll move into game number 2, where Zarc will have Arena Cove as his home map. And again, I think it's going to be Lithuanians versus Italians here.
Oh, that that does not sound too good for Zarc as the Italians. Yeah, I guess Italians bonuses and advantages kick in a bit later, and players seem to be accurately reading this map that winning water in feudal age is kind of a win condition for the game. I think that as the level gets higher, the late game Civ matchup and the mid game Civ matchup almost doesn't matter. What matters is winning water in feudal. I guess the way to win water in feudal on a map with a short rush distance and nowhere to run and redock is to get up faster. And I guess Lithuanians get up the fastest. As I do this analysis, I feel like Malay might do this even better, man.
Yeah, but the thing that we have with Lithuanians, all that extra food at the beginning, means you can get onto wood faster, get onto fishing faster. And honestly, I think that we saw the build done very well, but I think it could be done even cleaner with higher elo. So we'll see if that is the case here. Not to say that we had it done terribly at all by Dexter, who did a great job, but I do believe the elo difference here between Kingston and Dexter is still about 150 to 200 elo. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
Man, these players are so sick, dude. Like seeing the Lithuanian water build like busted out like this. These guys, they must have a tremendous number of builds memorized, but I'm sure at the same time they're also just so adept at like calculating things and like semi improvising these builds on the fly.
For sure. I don't know. I imagine they have played so many games that they have a build for pretty much every civ on every possible type of map.
Yeah, it's not just for every civ, it's for how to do the different strategies and stuff as well. I mean, I think they also just go by markers. Like in this build, it might be simplified. It might be as simple as send your starting vills to wood and keep 4 on wood all Dark Age, something like that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Dock already up here, lacking a little bit of wood, but there will be fishing ship number 1 and a house immediately following that. One thing we do have here that we haven't seen, Kingston's going to delete his walls to make it easier to push in his hunt.
I approve, man. Those walls don't really do much good at this phase of the game. If this allows him to smoothly push it in, I think that's good. Last night we saw Nuclear Pasta completely botch his build on this map, probably because he was struggling with the micro to sheep open the gate and then push it in. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
And
see.
Zarc again with a flawless build. And I gotta say, dude, if you're up against a 2K player, you're probably hoping to win your home map. that Arabia was just the warm-up, man. I bet this is the one that Zarc really prepped for and really hopes to win.
Yeah, things are already looking to be +2 population here for our Lithuanian player, who is going to bring in his boar. He will be up by 3 population soon, it feels like. This is the power of the Lithuanian build here. I really am curious to see if we see this trend continue, especially when we get into the best of 5, best of 7 area, where yes, there are no bans, but more civs per player. It's going to be very intriguing.
Yep, this might be the emergent new meta on this map.
Yeah, it's going to be soon to be 4 fishing ships v 2 fishing ships with a slightly rough estimate of a 2 population lead here. And Kingston's about to click the next stage.
Yeah, yeah, I guess for play up through feudal age, Lithuanians just do everything Italians do better, man. Italians get a cheaper up and cheaper fishing ships, but Lithuanians get their ships out faster and they get faster up in the end. Italians have so many bonuses relevant once you get to Castle Age, but this, you know what? It's not that big of an advantage. I don't know, man. I think the defender's advantage might be enough for Zarc here. His builds are just on point, and he's not up like slow enough that he's going to get overwhelmed with numbers. Like, I think he'll be able to get his first fire galleys out in time to meet Kingston's.
No, I agree. I think in the last game, the last game we saw with this matchup, Duke was another 30 seconds behind his opponent, as compared to this where it's literally only going to be about 15 seconds behind. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but in the way of production here, I think it actually is going to be quite huge. And Duke lost his fish in the previous matchup, and we'll see if Zarc can keep his alive here. But yeah, builds have been very impressive here from him in these games, and I'm sure he's very pleased with that position. This will be the galley opening, however, for Kingston.
I like the asymmetry. It gives Zarc a chance. With the elo difference, I feel like the higher rated player can win micro just every single time in a mirror. But there's a chance that Zarc just brings these fires nicely as, oh man, Zarc. You know, I've considered unconventional dock placements on this map before. Never gone. Oh, that's actually Kingston building that one there.
Yeah. I actually really like this, because he could send his fish to the north, and his opponent will have a hard time finding them. He's not going to expect that to be up there. And he'll still have production.
Yeah, spreading out the dock's definitely a good move. Kind of hiding the dock, definitely a good move as well. As Zarc, I kind of like his first 2-ship fight here. I think he's technically taking the better of the damage exchange, dealing more damage than he inflicts, or dealing more damage than he takes.
No, I agree. I think galleys are a better opening, but it's just the micro. And right now he's going to get the numbers up. We'll see if he can keep them up here. He's going to turn ships around, and actually I think this actually prevents him from seeing the other dock in the north as well.
Dude, Zarc might be doing this. These galleys have nowhere to run. Boy, Zarc, just a ship or two light here. Oh boy, the first 2 kills go to Kingston, and this is all about the snowball. This mass is out and on the map.
And fletching is coming in behind this as well, which would make this even more difficult for Zarc here. Fishing ships still alive for both sides as well. Looks like we do have a fire galley headed over here trying to deal with this now, but not in the right place. Galleys have all survived. The KD is 4-0 right now.
Yeah, and a demo to boot makes it so difficult to imagine Zarc doing this. I think Kingston, Kingston I think might have this game locked up.
Yeah, military is 9-3 right now. Granted, the fishing ships are getting hit, but not a single one lost. And honestly, if he pulls back some galleys to repair, I mean, he's got a massive military advantage, and he's continuing to take a good engagement here.
Yep, this Lithuanian build on this map seems powerful. Curiously, though, he's going for galleys, whereas the previous player went for fires. But still, this seems like the best way to just get population out on the map. And as I keep saying, man, winning the water and feudal kind of guarantees the game on this one. As I'm sure Zarc is not going to want to keep on playing after losing water versus Kingston here.
Yeah, and the KD is 9-0 right now, which is absolutely crazy good here. One eco unit has gone down here for Kingston. I believe he lost that villager to a boar. It's the only thing that I can come to a conclusion upon right now.
You know, dude, Zarc is about to click up. He could, if he can just like hold on, keep some docks up, he might be able to win this with a faster castle age.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot, though, as he's going to lose his fishing economy here. Galleys are pretty well massed up. More can be produced here, but actually, with fishing ship numbers coming out, this could be a really good thing for Zarc at this point.
I mean, Zarc is going to be up to the next stage way ahead. He really hasn't idled his TC much at all, so the only eco he's behind is the fishing ships. That is considerable, but if he takes water back in early Castle Age, he can clean up the fishing economy and he could still be okay, man. Like, this is, again, very impressive. When you don't win water in Feudal, taking it back in early castles, obviously, like, an excellent way to equalize and hang in the game. And he appears to be making an earnest go of it. He's not going to lose any docks. He's going to have decent garrison numbers. I mean, and I'm pretty sure galleys fight horribly against Castle Age fires.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. But it's looking good here. Kingston going to be clicking up to the next age as well. He will be behind by about 2 minutes. And the really difficult thing here is keeping these dock numbers up now and getting that upgrade in before losing his numbers. It's only 3, but whenever you only have 5 more available to you, those 3 numbers kind of hard to lose a little bit.
Yep. I mean, that's just what happens when you lose your docks. He clicks the upgrade immediately. I mean, he's going to have like 7 versus 10. And it's going to be a solid like minute 20 where he has the upgrade and the opponent doesn't. A little bit more than that even. I don't know, dude. Let's see if Zarc can do this. I just wish Kingston wouldn't micro so hard. If he just looked away for 2 seconds, Zarc could come right back.
Sorry, Andrew. My bad. Hopefully all is well now. Yeah, fire ships come out here. It is going to be 16 galleys against 6 fire ships. Or, sorry,
he splits into 2 groups and tries to cut it off. This feels right, man. As so many of these are low HP. The KD is still beyond ugly. Zarc, oh boy, he's pushing this back. He's taking an okay trade, but I don't think it's going to be enough in time. I don't know. Oof.
Yeah, no, I think it's not enough. I think he's going to lose these to micro. Even if he kills a few units, he's still going to be behind in total. And we're going to see Botkin come in first. That demo was huge. Just took out like 5 ships that were all low HP. Bodkinero and galleys, or war galley upgrade coming in, and he was able to save 14 of these galleys.
You know, Zarc this whole time has not idled his TC. The eco situation is actually comparable. Zarc looks like he's planning to take this to the later phase of the game with or without water.
Yeah, I think he's really committed, obviously, on water, which makes a lot of sense here. But he's
Okay,
actually gonna
yeah.
give up. Call it good luck next, and an honor. He says.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Zarc, muy bien hecho, dude. Like, totally not the worst loss at all we've seen. If I didn't know the elo difference, I would not assume it was vast.
Yeah, yeah, was good games indeed. Gave a nice run here for your money. Just unfortunate that you had such an elo difference there. You were a strong competitor, and I hope you enjoyed and had fun. GG's, guys. That was a quick set. We'll go to say goodbye to Zarc here. Then we'll update the bracket.